Welcome to this week's episode of 60 Seconds with the Superintendent. Well, we're used to hearing about our students competing on the athletic court or field, but we also have students that recently competed in a math competition. Let's go over to Strongsville High School to see how our students fared.
You guys cleaned up. It wasn't very close.
So about 5 years ago, the site that we all went to was Olmsted Falls. And there was a couple-year hiatus where we actually were not involved with the competition. And I was reading one of my OCTM math magazines, and when I was reading through it, there was a mention of the OCTM math contest. And I thought, we haven't done that in years. I want to make sure we're part of that competition again. So we registered a team 5 years ago, and we went to Olmsted Falls. And when I went to Olmsted Falls and talked to the contest director there, he said he didn't want to be involved with it anymore. And I thought, it's a good opportunity for Strongsville to host it. So I asked Mr. Smithberger if he was willing to host it here. He said, absolutely, let's go ahead and do it. And so we've hosted the last 4 years now at Strongsville High School.
You guys had 8.
Such a pleasure to see how many kids are willing to give up a Saturday morning to come in to volunteer to take a math test. I just think that just speaks volumes of those kids. Seeing them take a picture and seeing the group all together is actually quite overwhelming for me, to see that I have had some sort of role. I've played a role in the lives of those phenomenal individuals. It's such a pleasure to be a part of that. And to see these kids and then really take everything to the next level. It's just so fun to be a part of that, to see these kids grow the way that they do. Every year I probably get at least 5 emails from former students that say how well they're doing in college in their math pursuits. So it's always rewarding and refreshing to hear how well they're doing when they move on to college.
The OCTM competition, it was definitely a difficult test because there's all kinds of different math questions that are all different from each other and different than a lot of the ones that you see in class. So it's a really different test that was really difficult this year.
The OCTM is a more non-standard math test that doesn't cover what the curriculum normally covers. It's a 40-question math test with problems of ranging in difficulty, with the hard ones becoming difficult to get done in the time period allotted.
I mean, it's not like your traditional math, like, you know, straight calculus or just like trying to do specific concepts. It's more like critical thinking questions where you're trying to like work through a problem and using creative thinking to find a way to solve it.
I think pre-calc really helped me this year in terms of the material on the test, so that was good.
And it was like 40 questions, and the review with Mr. Scott also helped because some of the questions I repeated helped us with like figuring out some of the strategies.
It means a lot. There's definitely a lot of preparation that goes into these tests to qualify for the next round, obviously because everybody else who qualifies is also preparing for the test, so to qualify you have to prepare, and it means a lot to go and represent the Strongsville High School.
Oh, it's obviously a great privilege to represent the school and hope to do as good as I can in the competition.
Strongsville did extremely well this year. And it wasn't just the top 4 students that did well. At the site, we had, of the top 9 scores, 8 of them came from Strongsville. There were 66 students overall that participated this year from the various schools, and to see our students of the top 9 have 8 of them in that top score is just phenomenal to see how well our students are doing.
Not only did we have 8 Strongsville students score in the top 9 of the competition, but 2 of our students are going on to the next level of competition. And good luck to them as they continue to compete. As always, thanks for watching, and go make it a great Mustang week.